Yeah, what up, lokes? Welcome to another weekly edition of the Best Way to Smoke News, sponsored by none other than Cali Guy. Stop Smoking Spit. And this news is being presented to you by none other than Surfo Jr.
Big J.
Man, I'm coming back. Ogen is latest Canadian cannabis producer to close its doors. Calgary, Alberta-based cannabis producer Ogen has closed its doors. An executive announced making the company the latest casualty in Canada's cutthroat marijuana industry. Damn, cutthroat. The closure affected 87 of the company's workers. Ogen president Darren B. said in a LinkedIn post, Ogen grew small batch craft cannabis. Darren B. didn't say what prompted the privately owned business to close, but dozens of companies have exited the troubled Canadian cannabis industry in recent years. Whatever's going on up there, you know what I'm saying, in Canada, motherfuckers is running in the cannabis industry.
Man.
Overheated competition, failing prices, and regulatory tax issues are often cited by businesses. That can be another major issue because we already know over here, you know what I'm saying, like in the States, them taxes is sky high.
Sky high.
So, man, they must be taxing them Ogden people.
Yeah, and it's going on everywhere. Moving on. Spain's confusing cannabis policies spark similar problem faced by U.S. states. Barcelona, the Cannabis Cafe in Barcelona, Hip El Poblenuyo. I think I got that right. Neighborhood could easily be a coffee shop in Brooklyn or a brewery in Seattle. A dark hallway and security desk give way to an industry interior and bright back patio adorned with plants. The club, which granted political entrance on the condition that it remained unnamed, given Spain's legal uncertainty surrounding cannabis social clubs. So, that's basically saying they already running, you feel me, on the low. Displays a section of cannabis products, and they got the products, with strains separated into classics and American weed. So they got the classics, then they got the American weed. You know what I mean?
So they mean American weed ain't classic?
Man, it's the OG. In spite of distinct government structures and divergence, cannabis laws, American states and countries in the European Union free trade zone have stumbled into nearly the same dynamic, where there is a demand for illegal weed and open borders to facilitate free trade. Someone will grow it for show, and often it will be grown where it can hide behind legal businesses. Most definitely, man. So, I mean, shit. They trying to get the cafes. I mean, the same shit going on over here, though. They want to get the cafes going and stuff like that, but it's not really moving, so they still conducting business.
Man, if y'all over there, make sure the community does what it do.
Man.
Community.
For real. Oh.
The truth about weed and sleep. We all know, like, we take a good OG or something. I know it's an OG before you go to sleep, because if you on some sativa type shit before you go to sleep, I don't know what you on.
Man.
But more and more people are using cannabis to sleep. One 2020 study found that this was one of the most common reasons people use medical marijuana. And according to sleepfoundation.org, some 70% of young people who use weed report they do so to help with snoozing. Okay. To those who rely on a pleasant high to get some shut-eye, the logic behind the use feels intuitive. After consuming an edible or smoking pot, many people feel a mellow calm set in, and this helps them launch off to dreamland with less tossing and turning.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Rely on a high,
man,
to get some shut-eye.
That's fucking great. Rely on the high to get some shut-eye.
Man, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine calls on legislators to modify recreational marijuana law before it goes into effect. Columbus, Ohio, Governor Mike DeWine says he accepts the Ohioans have voted to legalize recreational marijuana, but is calling on legislators to make changes to the law before it goes into effect on December 7th. This is a quote from him. My recommendation to the General Assembly is that they take action to make sure that both rights are protected. DeWine said Thursday morning to a group of reporters during his first remarks about Tuesday's election. People have the right to smoke it. People have the right to consume it, but also that everybody else who doesn't choose to do so is also protected with their rights as well. One goal will be to make sure that they are protected from advertising in regard to marijuana. DeWine said, we want to do everything within our power to reduce the number of inadvertent consumptions of gummy bears, cookies, other products that have marijuana. So to me, it seemed like, he hating a little bit low key though. You know what I mean? I could kind of man, I understand what he's saying and shit though, but to protect the people that's not smoking. But like, what about the people that don't drink alcohol that still got to see the commercials and shit like that?
Yeah, the other problem too is that they're already telling you that they're gonna make it hard to advertise your
Right.
product, so not gonna be easy.
What a conundrum.
Man, moving on.
A claimant for cannabis. Farmers find success growing in Sonoma Valley. Tucked behind some of the iconic rows of vineyard in Sonoma Valley, something visitors to the area may not expect. A 3-acre cannabis farm. Growers
His farm.
Hey, that's right. Growers say the same weather conditions that produce the region's world-renowned wine can also produce award-winning cannabis. Marley Lovewell
Him right here.
and Ben Blake is one of them. Recently relocated their growing site from Mendocino County to the cooler climate of the Sonoma Valley. Being in a slightly more temperate environment, I think is going to be a huge benefit for us, Lavelle said. In Mendocino, we would have weeks that were over 100 degrees every day. Now, that's kind of tough on some plants, though. And you can probably get some dry shit.
Huh. Man.
But cannabis plants thrive with temperatures in the 80s and low humidity levels as the harvest approaches. I didn't know that. That's good information for me.
Mm-hmm.
Much like a winery is able to invite the public in and taste, and buy their wine, we're looking forward to, in the next couple years, being able to have a dispensary-like or farm stand-like operation here, person said. If I'm getting what they saying right there.
Parson.
You seem excited about that.
Yeah, real talk, because I always talked about this though. Like for the cannabis community, if you can go to you go to a winery, you taste this wine, you taste that wine, you taste this wine. Why you can't go to a fucking cannabis farm and be like, oh, taste this strain, let me hit this strain. Oh, goddamn, this some sativa over here, let me hit that. And walk out high as a motherfucker
Unlimited
with a gift.
tasting, yes.
Like, come on, man, that shit'd be great.
Another big thing too is if more cannabis growers start moving in that area and start competing with wine growers for the land, that'd be interesting.
Man, that's interesting in a good way.
Yeah.
But that's your weekly news with Surfo Jr.
Big J.
Hey, good baby.